Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fiona and I am a full-time artist. And on this channel, I like to take you with me on my artistic journey, whether that means working on projects here in my studio, going out and getting art supplies and sharing my haul with you, visiting art exhibitions, basically any art-related content. Today, I thought I would take you guys on a little tour of my art supplies. I've been requested to do this a few times. People are curious what I have in my supply carts, which are overflowing with supplies. So I thought I would take you through, show you a few of my favorite things, and hopefully you might find something new that you want to try out. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to share with you guys is Posca markers. If you are not familiar with them, I love them. I pretty much use them in all of my artwork and I think they're amazing. They dispense acrylic paint, come in a few different sizes, so let me show you a closer look. Okay, so the markers come in a lot of different sizes, and if you look at the labels, it tells you right here what the size of the nib is. So this is the smallest one, which is 8.7. As you can see, tiny, tiny, tiny. And then the next up is 8.9 or 1.3. So quite a bit thicker. Next one, this guy, and it is 1.8 to 2.5. Then we have this big boy, which very thick. And this one is just a 15. And then there's this one, which I actually haven't tried before. So let's take a look at what it is. Oh, it's like a brush pen. So I guess that's what this side is for, to crank it. Let's see what the instructions say. Push. You're pushing. Oh, there it is. It is starting to come out. There you go. Hey, it worked. Give it another good shake, just for good measure. All right, let's try. I'm sure once it's more flooded, it'll be stronger. But neat. See, my love for Posca marker goes so far that I even have ones that I have and I haven't even tried yet. So that's a couple of the different sizes that they have. They also have metallics, so silver, gold, this color blue, which I don't even think I've started yet. It looks pretty though, from here. Ooh. Yep, so that's kind of a metallic-y blue. And they have pastel sets. There's also this one, which I have no idea how it's different. It looks like it's a very small nib and it's white, so maybe that's for like covering up mistakes. But they have a whole wide variety and I really love using them in my artwork. It allows me to layer acrylic like upon my drawings and do my mark making without the difficulty of trying to keep that crisp line with a brush. So yep, that's Posca markers. Let me know if you use them, if you've ever tried them, if you want to give them a try. There are other like acrylic dispensing markers that I have tried, such as this one and this one, but my preference is just for Posca. It's really light, fast. There's a wide variety of colors. It really layers well on top of canvas and, and wood and paper, like all mediums. It works pretty well. You do have to be careful with these smaller nibs if you have a textured surface, because sometimes it can scratch and like the paint goes flying. But overall, really happy with them, really enjoy using them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. So this is where I store them. As you can see, it's completely unorganized. I have in the past organized it by color, but I have just fallen into chaos again. But I don't know, maybe I'll take them out and organize them real quick right now. That is it. I think this is an addiction. This is not even about the supplies anymore. This is pure addiction right here. Okay, comment down below if you think I have a problem. I think I have a problem. Yep, this is, and all of this came out of all of these. So not only do I have a Posca marker addiction, I also have an addiction to Illy decaf coffee. Thank you very much. So here is my now empty cart, and I'm going to reorganize these back into here. Hopefully it will fit. If not, I'll reorganize the one with my paints to put them in there. But let's do this. Can't believe it cut out right at the end. This is it. We did it. Almost. as I organize these last few. Yeah, I can't believe how many markers I have and how long that took me. It took me so long that the camera cut out. Right at the end, I was so close. Okay, I have a few random yellow ones that we're just gonna stick in here next to the yellow bin. Okay, let's look at the cart. Ta-da! Here it is, organized in all its glory. We love it. Well, I'm glad I made this video because it gave me an excuse to do this that I so desperately needed to do. Anyway, let's move on to the next art supply. So while we're on the topic of acrylic, because of the Posca markers, I would say that my favorite paint to use are acrylic paints, and I do like the LIQUITEX Basics as well as the golden artist colors. These are really great and I really love them, but sometimes I just need so much for a large canvas that it's not affordable for me to use only golden. I hope I will get there one day, but the LIQUITEX Basics are pretty good for what I need, and they're able to, like, they're kind of gummy, so I'm able to like move them around a little bit more, whereas I find the golden to be a little bit more heavy bodied, so once you lay it down, it's like a little less flexible. Plus these are really good for making dots. And yeah, I have another cart full here, completely unorganized, but I'm going to leave organizing this for another day. But as you can see, I have lots of different ones. But these are my preferential acrylic paints. On to the next. The next thing I want to share with you guys are these MICRON pens. These I have been using since before I can remember. There's other ones like this, graphic, but I really, really like just straight up MICRON pens. You can get them in all different sizes. This is just an 05 and an 01 since I needed some more of those recently. You can buy them individually, but if you get a pack, you can get them with a lot of different nibs. But I really love them for just that finer detail work. And I have used these since, oh my gosh, what was that, like 2003 I've been using them, and those drawings I have from back then are still good. That's like how well these last. And you can see it says archival ink. They really are professional grade. They're awesome. I really recommend giving them a shot if you haven't. The one thing to keep in mind is if you are a bit heavy-handed, like I can be sometimes, it will flatten out the nib. But I use these until I'm literally running out of ink in them. I just love them so much. They're a classic. Highly recommend. The next supply I want to share with you is Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay inks, and this is actually a brand new pack, so I'm going to open it now and show you. I have been using them a lot recently, hence why I was running low and got a new pack. It comes in 2 different sets, and I do believe that you can buy them individually as well, but this is the one that I like. So you have bright red, red, magenta, grass green, green, teal, blue. This is going to be purple here. Violet, excuse me, violet, brown, black, and white, and yellow. So yeah, there is another pack and you get like a different assortment. Like for instance, you get another yellow called golden yellow, which I think is really beautiful. But let me show you, you can take them out. And then what's good is you can use this as the palette after, but you give it a little shake and this is what it looks like. And there's a little dropper, and yeah, you can use this as ink for your paintings or drawings to layer on top of. I was actually introduced to these by my artist friend Maria DOERING, link to her in the description. But but she used it in her work, and I find that I'm using them more and more now in my own stuff. So just to show you real quick how it works and what it looks like, I'm just gonna wet this paper. And this is just like a mixed media pad. And we'll take this, give it a little shake, bright red, and use the dropper, and that's what it looks like. And then obviously you can not wet the paper and use it directly, and it gives you a different effect. So let me show that. So it's quite saturated if you're just using it directly as well, versus if you wet the paper first. I enjoy this effect, but it works just as well straight from the bottle. So here's an example of a piece I recently did where I used the Bombay inks to create the background colors. So I wet the paper first, and then I dropped the ink into it and used a brush to move it around to create this effect. So here I was using the aqua color and magenta, and I like how it came out. And then here you can even see the Poscas, this thicker line that's layered on top, and then micro pen for the finer details. So there's quite a lot you can make with just 3 different supplies. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys are my 2 favorite pastels, one in chalk or soft pastel, and one in oil pastel. So let's take a look. These are the Winsor Newton ones. I've really only gotten back into using them more recently. In fact, I think this set is the same set that I have had since college. That's how long I've had these. But look at that color. So beautiful. Just so vibrant. Love them. It will get messy, but they're good for smudging and working with. Just beautiful color. Highly recommend. And then these other ones, the oil pastels, I got more recently and have been experimenting with. I like them quite a bit. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but once again, just the color, the grip of it, the texture, it's really good quality stuff. And I like that it comes really thick and chunky and lets me make sort of like big expressive marks with it, because I've had like oil pastels that are smaller. In fact, I have a set here. So here's a set of smaller oil pastels, and look, like not even used. There's something about this format that I can just really sink my teeth into and get into, but I really enjoy them. These are just a few of the colors I got. I bought them individually. They're quite expensive. So that's just to keep in mind if you were looking to try them out. Maybe just get one, see if you like it. But I'm really into them. Okay, friends, that is it for this video. Do you have any of these art supplies? Are there any you're wanting to try out? Are there some I should be trying instead? I would love to hear about it. Please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I try to put out a video every Thursday, something involving art, and I would love to have you here as a part of the community. So for now, I hope you all stay well and stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.